Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Gina and I make videos about houseplants and houseplant related content. So if that sounds interesting to you, you should hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So in today's video, I have a pretty big task at hand. So I need to repot my giant Hawaiian pothos. So lately, over the last, I would say 2 months, all of my pothos have been outgrowing their pots. And I think it's because they just had such a big season of growth this year. And so it started with my marble queen. I noticed she was getting yellow leaves. So I pulled her out and sure enough, she was root bound. And then my snow queen, which is right behind me here, right here, she was doing the same thing, so I had to pull her out, and sure enough, she was root bound. And then finally, my Mandula pothos was also getting the yellow leaves. So I pulled her out, and once again, she was root bound as well. So I'm pretty positive that my Hawaiian pothos is the same thing. Well, I will show you. This morning I woke up, and I've been waking up to this over the last month or so, and I've just kind of like, I guess sort of ignoring it because it's such a giant task for me. It feels like a giant task to have to repot this plant because it's such a big plant. So look at all these leaves, these yellow leaves I pulled off today, just this morning. So many. So I decided after seeing all these, this is the most I've gotten that I've pulled off this plant so far. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to do this. I have to do this today. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I went out to the garage and I found myself a new pot, which I thought the other pot was big. This is like the next size up from that one. And I'm glad I had this on hand. And then I didn't have a tray, so I went out to Lowe's and I got a tray for the bottom of it. And currently the pothos is in a standing plant stand, so it'll no longer be able to fit in that stand because this pot is just too big. So I did run to Marshall's today and look through all of their basket selection because I knew they had a nice basket selection, and I like going there because they are discounted. So I found this, and everything, cute little tassels, everything will fit perfectly in this. And it was a fairly decent price. It was $19.99, so it should all work out. It all just, here it is. My little tray fits in here perfectly. My pot perfectly. So I'm really happy with this. So now I guess we're gonna get started. I'm not really looking forward to it, I have to say. And filming it is gonna make it twice as difficult. But I thought it might be a neat video for you guys. You can watch me struggle. And you can laugh at me probably, but hopefully it will go smoothly, and in the end, the plant will be very happy with me. All right, let's go. All right, you guys, so this is the plant right here. This is my Hawaiian pothos. I think they're like golden pothos, but sometimes they're called Hawaiian pothos. I'm not sure, maybe it's when the leaves are bigger that they're called the Hawaiian. I'm not sure, but anyway, this is her, and she is pretty large. That's the stand she's currently in, which I'm no longer going to be able to use. And then she goes all the way up and across, where are we here? Across the window, and actually down here, which you can't really see, but yeah. It's a pretty big job. So I guess first I'm gonna pull it off the top of the window. Yeah, that's the first step. And then here you can also see my Mandula that I just had to repot. All right, so this is off of the top of the window, which yay, first step done. So now I have, this is Velcroed onto this fake moss pole here. So I just use this Velcro tape, this stuff, that's so awesome. So I have a lot of that to take off, so that is my next step. So there she is, and she's pretty big and pretty, there's a lot of trailing stems here. Yes, I think it's going to be kind of difficult to get it back up on the moss poles, but maybe not. We'll see. But first things first, we're going to repot her. All right, so I decided that the kitchen would probably be the best place to do this because I have the most space here and I've got this crappy linoleum floor that I don't even care about. We're gonna be replacing this floor eventually, but I can make a mess here and it doesn't even matter. So let's go ahead, and there's still some stems tangled up on here. A bunch more yellow leaves. All right. I'll probably lose a few leaves because already I've knocked a few leaves off. All right, moment of truth. She's got a lot of roots. They look good. Yeah, I think it was definitely a good idea to give her a new pot. This is pretty much all roots. Big clump of them. Can you see that? No, you can't even see this mess down here. You have to see this. All that dirt. All right, I'm gonna get that cleaned up And then we're gonna put her in her new pot. All right, so I got a lot of it cleaned up. There's still a mess here, but it is what it is. So we're gonna be making more messes anyway. So I have my chunky soil mix here, which I use for my aeroids and my Hoyas, and it works well for pothos as well. So start filling it up. Let's see, first, to figure out just how much I need to get in there to begin with. About there. So this should last this plant for a while, hopefully. It's got quite a bit of, not too much space, but like just enough space for more growth. All right, I think that's gonna do it. All right. Guess I'm gonna move this back over to its position, get it up on its moss pole again. But first I'm gonna get it to its position. Then I'm gonna clean up, and then we're gonna get it back on its moss pole. But look at this. Look at all this. Pretty massive. All right, so here's part of the fun here is to get this untangled now. I want to get these all like untangled and set straight out so I can grab each stem and just start winding it up the moss pole. So this kind of reminds me of Christmas lights. Trying to get Christmas light strands untangled. Feels kind of like that. I just did that the other day. Eek. This is really, it's really a big mess. So this is gonna take me a little bit, I think. All right, you guys, so it took me a while, but I was able to get them all the strands separated. And there are, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like there's five stems, and they were really tangled together, but I was able to get them undone. So now I'm gonna set up my moss pole and I'm gonna start winding it up the moss pole, and then we'll be done. Yay! Yay! Well, I was able to do it. I got it all untangled and I got it all back on the moss pole, and it's going to take a while for it to, for the leaves to start turning towards the light again. They're all just kind of, I mean, they don't look terrible, but they'll look better in a few days. So it took a while. Look, it's almost dark, almost 5 o'clock. But it's done. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process of repotting a pretty large plant. That was my Hawaiian pothos, and I knew it was going to be a challenge. I didn't realize, honestly, I didn't think the hardest part was going to be untangling all the vines. There were really only 5 vines on the whole plant, and it's interesting how closer in to the soil the vines are fairly thin, and as you get out they're like twice as thick. They're real woody and big stems, thick stems. So that's kind of interesting. My plan this week was actually not to have this be my video. I was planning on my November favorites video, which I love doing the favorites video, showing you all my favorites. But you know, sometimes our plants have other ideas. And when I woke up this morning, I had no idea I was going to be repotting this plant, but that's how it goes. So I'm really glad I was able to get that done, because it's kind of been weighing on me for a while now. I knew it needed to be done, and finally it's done. So next week we will have a favorites video for you, and I'm looking forward to that. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this process. Hopefully you didn't laugh at me too much. I think I did okay, I think. Well, I guess time will tell, but thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.